this out. Sorry, Art of Fighting. We'll get to you soon enough. Now, I had promised... Well, I hadn't promised, but I guess I did kind of promise that Andro Dunos would have been covered in the last stream, but I try to keep the ranking portion of these streams till around 4 hours. I don't want them to go too late. So we had to push this back a little bit. So before we do fighting games, we gotta cover another shmup. Shmups had been kind of cursed on the Neo-Geo, but hey, Last Resort was really good, and this marks the Andro Dunos, the 35th Neo-Geo game. This actually marks the first game released by another third-party company on the Neo-Geo, a company by the name of Visco. They started off like developing some games for Taito. They made like Ashura Blaster and the awful Asuka and Asuka. And then they kind of branched out. They started doing their own thing. They released a lot of games on their own hardware, but they signed on as a third party for the Neo Geo and released like at least a dozen games. Yeah, they released Neo Drift Out, the 2 Breakers games, Flip Shot, Puzzle to Pawn. A lot of stuff we'll be seeing later, but their first game was a very, very basic horizontal shmup called Andro Dunos. We got some other... Oop, that's the wrong thing. We got some other shit here. Oh, that's just the MVS instructions. The item changes in order. Strengthen yourself with your favorite weapon. Good bonus will be given when you collect all the bonus items. But I will not be picking up all the bonus items. I probably won't... The last time I tried to 1cc this, I ran into some problems. That was like a few months ago. That was like back in January. But we're not overly concerned with trying to 1cc games tonight. We just want to show them off and talk about them. The space battle of the century has just begun. A world of vivid color, imagination, and space fantasy. I think they're overselling this like just a little bit. It's the adventure of a lifetime. The name of the game is Andro Dunos. What else did we have here? Oh, that's a review. I'll look at that later. I think we'll look at that after we've made some opinions on the games. And yeah, it got a sequel. Some developers like acquired the rights to the name, made a sequel that just got released like a couple months ago, and apparently it's actually pretty good. I have not played it yet myself, but I don't know. People seem to like it, so I'd like to play it at some point. Maybe when it goes on sale. Never pay full price. I don't know. I'm not in a huge rush. Anyway, I already updated the thing. June 15th, 1992. A meager 32 megabits. I think by this point they were like, what's been the highest megabit game so far? It was like 70-something? 80-something? This game's kind of quiet. This game's really quiet. What the hell? I did not see that article. I don't know, whatever. I'm not talking about Fei Long tonight. Let's play Andro Dunos. Okay, I think my buttons are set. Another 2-button game. Button B changes your shot type to one of four different shots that you can change at any time. Holding the A button down does a super shot that actually drains your weapon power a little bit. And you actually have 4 different super shots depending on which weapon loadout you're with. Yeah, the ship is very blomby. It's a very cute little ship. I don't know if that's what they were going for. Stage 1, the moon. Oh, this is Flossy music. Yeah, so you got the main shot, you got a rear shot, you have a three-way, or not a three-way, it's like a multi-direction shot. But it's very weak, and then this is like kind of a spread shot. For most of the game, I like to just use either the spread shot or the front shot. I guess there are occasions where you want to use like the Type 3 because you have something for hitting stuff behind you and stuff like that. And yeah, there are some power-ups. I'm actually going to be skipping some of the power-ups because this game has rank. I think you can pick up one missile. Having homing missiles is alright. But I don't want the bomb item, and I don't want the thing that adds little option droids on. You see that worm? It's like crawling around in the ground. It's a neat effect that got mentioned in a certain review for this that I want to show off later, because it's stood out in my mind like ever since I read it. But yeah, this game is it doesn't really like fully take advantage of the full capabilities of the Neo-Geo. I don't think this game has any sprite scaling. How can you have a Neo-Geo game without sprite scaling? I have to skip one of these bonus items. Although you get a big bonus if you pick up all the bonus items, you don't want to get everything. Oh, they scaled the logo? I stand corrected. I'm gonna use my charge shot here. So that charge shot is pretty destructive, but it actually lowers your weapon power after you use it. That's the blue number at the top. So if I keep picking up the item when it's blue, your main shot power-up goes up. And that applies to all 4 of your sub-weapons. You can't use it when it's down to level 1, because you can't go below level 1. Were there enemies from the background scaling to the foreground? Alright, I stand corrected then. Good shit, Visco. Oh yeah, here we go. There we go. Congrats, it's a Neo-Geo game. Alright, I can pick this one up, right? Alright, come up on the first boss. A very impressive first boss. And he's dead. If I did not quick kill him there, he would just fly around for a little bit. Oh, extra life. You get quite a few extra lives. You get extra lives at like 100,000, 200,000, 400,000, and 800,000, I think. And there's a couple one-up items that you get naturally if you just kill stuff. So it's pretty generous. You don't necessarily have to throw the runaway if you lose a life. Also, this game is when you lose a life, your next life comes in right where you left off. No checkpoints. So if you want to credit feed to the end, knock yourself out. That's an issue that'll come up later tonight. Let's just put it that way. These guys explode in suicide bullets. Okay, so I don't actually need, like I said, I don't want to pick up the bomb item, and I don't want to pick up the green item. If you pick up too many power-ups in this game, bullet speed, enemy bullet speed gets a lot faster. Something I never knew when I played this in the arcade. Not that I knew of any local arcades that had this. I think the first time I saw this was Had to be during one of our Vegas trips, right? They had all these 6 slots of, like, the Luxor. And it was kind of funny because nobody had beaten the default high score of 100,000, and I think I did it on the first try. Game does save high scores, thankfully. It's not one of those Alpha Denshi games that resets at midnight. Why do I bring this up, I wonder? It's almost like I'm playing one of those games tonight. Okay, mid-boss. I used that too early. I should have taken that out in one shot. Whatever. Now I just gotta fly through the corridor and do nothing. Hey, I was too young to gamble at the time. I just kind of got dumped off at the arcades, and that was fine with me. My dad really wanted to gamble. Did I skip one of the bonus items? I don't remember. Okay, yeah, 7's max. Don't need to pick up more blue S's if I'm already at max. Or I can use more super shots. Okay, I think we're at the boss already. Use a charge shot. Dead. I skipped a lot of bonuses. There's 7 bonus items in every stage. And I'm trying to avoid picking up all 7, because if you pick up all 7, it doesn't give you any extra... Wait, no, I think it gives you an extra, like, 10,000 times the stage, but it also gives you one of, like, every power-up. So it'll give you a bomb, and it'll give you one of the droid things, and I'm trying to avoid those. Anyway, stage 3. Gut stage. Can't have a shmup without a gut stage. Oop. Missing like every single one of these enemies. I barely even use the rear shot at all. Like, if you could be using the rear shot, you could also be using your Type 3 weapon, which almost fits the same purpose. Actually does more damage. Oh, there's sperm babies. But yeah, it's kind of weird. You have the gut stage now, and then stage 4 is just like, I don't know. You're like flying over a lake or something. Like it's nowhere near as creepy. They kind of used the stage a little early. They could have saved this for later, probably. Uh-oh, is it safe to talk about Gradius 5 tonight? I don't know if he's here. Yeah, the 4-way shot here is great. Why even use the rear shot? This music track kind of sucks. I think, like, the first stage music is a banger, and then it's all kind of downhill after that. I almost got hit by that guy. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And he's just flying through the ceiling. Oop. Not the boss yet. Okay, which charge shot do I want to use? I think you can just use the regular one, right? Not enough. This boss is kind of cool. I'll use another one. Fuck it. Oh no! Man. Shit. Shouldn't have lost a life there. Oh, there we go. You can't talk about Gradius 5 anymore. Yeah, Visco, like, they're... Oh no, I got the perfect bonus! Uh-oh, I ranked up. I made a mistake. Well, so much for the 1cc. I don't know if I can actually, like, Yeah, bullet speed's already sped up. Shit. Maybe not by that much. Alright, well, like I said, not a big deal if I can't 1cc it. Seems to be a problem for me lately with this game. But yeah, Visco's a company that, like, I don't know. None of their games, like, ever hit it, like, really big. They've always just been this weird, kind of mean to call them a third-rate developer. I mean, they made some fun games. People love Breakers. Breakers is like... I'd say Breakers is like their... It's hard to call it their most successful game, but it kind of has a cult following. Okay, I'm gonna use a... Oh, not yet. This thing. That thing gives a 1-up. You little shit. Okay. Man. I'm way off tonight. Well, luckily I ranked down. No, I never suicide on purpose in this game. This is no butt Greg. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm at power level. Oh, I need to pick up a missile too, actually. I'm allowed one missile. That's a treat. But yeah, like I said, there should be an extra life at... Get one at 400,000. I think there's like another one up that can be picked up at like stage 6, I want to say. So like I said, you get a few extra lives to try to like get through a clear of this. There's an extra life. Okay, I'm just gonna take that out, and then you just camp right here. Easy. I don't know if that laser could have still hit me. What's the news on that re-release as of late? Ah, they did that. They did that closed beta back in January, and yeah, they haven't said anything about it since then. It was very hard for me to find matches during that. Ah, no, BBH is playing shmups again. God, he's always streaming the same thing on this channel. I hate that guy. Yeah, power up. I need a power up. Why don't you move out of your comfort zone, BBH? dreidels. What I don't like about this stage is that the enemies, like, go behind the asteroids. Kinda cheap. Cartoony Hellfire. I guess the four-way shot, yeah, that's kind of a... That's one of your weapons in Hellfire, isn't it? God, the rear shot is so fucking awful. Can't even use it for its intended purpose. Okay. I think I usually lose a life in this part. Yeah, see, those bullets go behind the asteroids. It's kind of annoying to keep track of stuff here. What the fuck? I didn't see it. It was behind the background. So rude. They could have changed the sprite priority a little bit and made this so much easier. Should I just use a... Yeah, anything looks remotely threatening, I just use a... just use a charge shot on it. Okay, so I think I want to use charge shot 4 on the boss. This one actually does a lot of damage, too. Oh, I used it too early. Yeah, I did that last time, too, didn't I? I forgot about the little missiles that come out. I made that exact same mistake before. It's not a hard pattern to dodge, but when you have your shot charged, you can't fire. I skipped, like, all the bonuses. I think the game please meant game please stop being an asshole. I think Big Bear's Cave has been here long enough to know that the game name's at the top of the screen. I'll give him that credit. Okay, I gotta get some power-ups back. Oh god. This is not going to be a 1cc, huh? Oh well. C'est la vie. I'm really underpowered. What can I do? Damn, that's a... Game over on stage 6, that's rough. Alright, whatever. Some deaths at, like, inopportune times can kind of fuck you over in the classic, oh, and there's a 1-up, of course. The classic shmup problem of losing your power-ups and being underpowered. No, this game does not cut off continues, thankfully. It might be a 4-credit game if you're playing the home version, but it doesn't specifically screw you over on the last stage. Can I even kill this thing? Am I powerful enough to do that? Oh god. I just want the power up, please. Game design. Okay, now I'm really weak for the boss. That's not good. I'm gonna use another credit, I guess. Because the boss, like, most of the bosses in this game are easy, but the Stage 6 boss in particular, I don't like it. I ran into some troubles with it last time. I know what to do now, but having lost all my, a lot of my power-ups is going to be tough. Okay, start at the top right. Dodge, 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 dodge. Now I gotta kill the bottom thing as quickly as possible. Was not enough, huh? Sometimes 2 charge shots is enough. I'm gonna use another one. And then this last phase has these stupid lasers that go up and down. So now the problem is my shot power is really low. The game does have a hurry-up enemy that shows up if you take too long on bosses. I ran into it last time, but it was because I didn't destroy the first phase quickly enough. Because if you don't kill the first part quickly enough, it goes to the left half of the screen. And then if you just completely destroy the bottom part, you have to do this phase with it on the left side of the screen, and it never goes back to the right. So all you can do is use the rear shot, and the rear shot fucking sucks for damage. Found that out the hard way. There we go. Thank God that can't kill you after level's over. There's 7 stages. We're coming up on the last stage. Not a very long game. But that's alright for an arcade game. Check shmup be on YouTube. Okay, I'm in the middle of a stream right now though. I gotta like actually stream some games on the internet at the moment though. Alright, I want to use a charge shot on this guy. Now I'm really low power. Fuck. Could probably use a homing missile. The green laser does like no damage at this power level. Oh god. I think upgrading the main shot's more important than the missile at the moment. Yeah, it's kind of an annoying system because yeah, if you use your charge shot, it lowers your power level, and so it's kind of a gamble on bosses because if you don't kill it like right away, well, you wasted your power levels to try to kill it, and then you die, and you don't go back to power level 1 when you die. It just lowers 1 level, but it still makes it hard to recover. It's definitely not the best executed idea, no. I see what they were going for, but needed a little tweaking. I definitely need to get my power level back up for the boss. That would be nice. I like these enemies that are just hopping to the floor and the ceiling, and they don't actually fire at you. They're just they're just vibing. What was the trick to this thing? Yeah. Alright, here's the destroy the core. Once you get to this point, if you just stay on the left side, you're fine. It's not a very aggressive shot pattern for the end of the game, huh? It's like killing the Cord and Gradius, I guess. Slow and steady. It's not gonna do anything else, I'm just gonna do this. Stage clear. We gotta do the escape sequence, though. The world's most laid-back escape sequence. They were really inspired by Gradius and Salamander, weren't they? Whoop. I guess you have to be kind of precise there. Okay, is this the part where you wait for the things to fall down? Not yet. If those walls didn't keep opening up, I'd be screwed. Okay, wait for that. Wait for that. Yep. There we go. That's what, it's not the end. There is a true last boss. Which I'm just gonna use some charge shots on. I think Type 4 is better. Okay, this next pattern's extremely rude. 1, 2, tap. Good luck trying to do that on reaction. Stay focused. Okay, go to the top. 1, 2, tap. Okay, final phase. Dead. Now see, that would have been way harder if I'd, like, been at low power. Because if you let the last phase, like, stay alive, it's kind of a mess. It's kind of sloppy. It's kind of shooting. It goes off the screen and comes back and does all these things, but I had just enough power-ups to actually, like, kill it. That name was Weapon Base backwards. What does that even mean? Please try the next stage. So the game has a second loop, and actually it's, as far as I know of, I think it's the only game on the Neo-Geo that has infinite loops. Obviously, loop 2 is harder than the first. Enemies fire a lot faster at you and shit like that. I've never actually cleared the second loop. They cut off extra lives, I think. I don't remember what I got to on that high score. It was like stage 2-5, I think? 2-6, maybe? I know there's a replay on Marp that reaches, like, loop 3. I think there's a video on YouTube that gets to loop 4. I've always wanted to clear loop 2, but I don't know. Effort. I'm too busy trying to learn other games to 1cc, I guess. But it would be nice. Man, I'm so mad I botched, like, stage 5 so bad. I could have 1cc'd that. I did perfectly on the last boss this time. Anyway, we're not gonna play through Loop 2 because it's same shit, a little harder. I like how your next ship comes in like pretty much immediately upon death. Look at that shit. I'm firing like it right when I die. It's kind of funny. They want you to get back in the action immediately. They give me an even 500. Well, not even, but. Da, 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 da. That's got a cool game over screen. Where is it? There I am, that's me. I was putting my name as Neo Rank Masters. There we go. I kept my score from the first credit. Luckily, it does reset your score and continue, like all good games should. I don't know. What do I think about this game? It's oh, the Ultimo, thank you for the 100 bits. I kind of like it. It's kind of not very impressive. It doesn't really do anything. It doesn't really do anything different, or like super. That's like super noteworthy compared to other shmups. It's better than Ghost Pilots. I'd say it's better than Alpha Mission 2. Like, this is actually, I don't know, it's a game that's fun to just, you know, fly around and shoot stuff, but also kind of middle of the road. Which brings me to the other thing I wanted to do. There were a couple of reviews I wanted to point out. I don't know, like some games, like, you know, have the staff roll if you get a 2-loop clear, and those games are usually more, you know, it makes more sense to get a 2-loop clear. But you know, you got all those Psycho games like the Strikers 1945 series where Loop 2 is fucking hard as shit. Whenever I clear like a loop of those, like I've made sure like on the YouTube upload to specify it's a 1-loop clear, it's not a 2-loop clear or whatever. Oh, it does have scaling. It's got some scaling. In a game like this, I think, you know, 1-loop clear is fine. It's got the staff roll and everything. There's no new content in Loop 2. It's just the bullets are faster. Anyway, there were a couple of reviews from the time. Thank you, the Ultimo, for pointing out this EGM review. They said it was a pretty middle of the pack game. While the Neo-Geo allows this card to display some of the most spectacular graphics you can find in a home system, especially when it comes to the gigantic end-of-stage bosses, the gameplay offers very few new concepts, and the range of weapons is severely lacking. Not a bad game, just nothing revolutionary. Yeah. If you have your system hooked up to a stereo, then the audio will really rock. Yeah, I don't know about that. Difficulty set just right for the average player. The graphics are good, but no better than a shooter on the Super Nintendo. Yeah. It doesn't really look much better than a Super Nintendo game. Like, you compare this to, like, Axlay. Axlay kind of looks better. The best thing about the game is the huge end bosses. I'm greatly disappointed in the Neo-Geo for a 24-bit Super System. Still has the formerly exclusive slowdown and flicker of the so-called inferior systems. And yeah, like, for a home cartridge, it's, you know, $200 game. We didn't really talk about the home version. I don't think it really does anything different. Like, it just has the 4-credit limit. It's got 4 difficulty levels. Didn't really do anything Anything different there? But what I wanted to, oops, that's the wrong thing. There was this review in Video Games and Computer Entertainment. That was a, need to move this over here. It's a very goofy review where they're dictating the review into a tape recorder while they play it. And it's just, I don't know, this is... Oops, sorry about that. It's a 2-page thing. And, like, they pointed out, like, hey, look at this. Did you see how the floor was rippling before the centipede burst out of there? Like, they pointed it out. They're giving it some, praise. And then they're like, well, you fly around in these spaceships, and you die. You try to grab these power-ups here, and you can't use them because you get blown up right away. And I mean, it probably is a little harder in 2-player when you have to keep track of power-ups for both players and all that, but and like I said, the game's power-up system kind of has that problem where if you're at low power, you're not going to be powerful enough to kill enemies, and you get stuck in chain deaths and all that. Yeah, it's like a proto Let's Play. They were doing a Let's Play in 1992. Oh yeah, they did credit it to SNK. I guess SNK made every Neo-Geo game at the time. They didn't even give props to Visco. It seems as though the people who are designing Neo-Geo games think they can make a game better by putting more enemies on the screen. In reality, they're only making things more difficult. Oh, no. The 9956 is for Side Pocket, which... Why? The actual review is 7 sound music, 6 graphics, 5 playability, 6 overall. I didn't even get to see the part on the end boss where it's like, oh, it's not dead yet. This would be supposed to be bits of brains thrown at us, or are they raspberries? Hey, is this the ending? No big cartoon, just a bunch of Japanese names scrolling up the screen? I'm disappointed. I think we deserve some kind of reward for all the hard work. Hey, look what it says. Please try the next stage. Looks like we get to play through the game again at a higher difficulty level. You want to keep going? No thanks, my arm's about to fall off. But yeah, that's like... I don't remember like any other review in this magazine that was like that looked like a proto Let's Play. Yeah, where's the cartoon? I demand cartoons. But yeah, this game is first and foremost an arcade game, so arcade games tend to have kind of meh endings, except for stuff like Finest Hour. I thought it was a funny review. Still have that issue in a box somewhere. Needs more cartoons. Oops. Anyway, let me get some background music going. The only track I like in this game. Because we gotta review this. Alright, let's make sure the spreadsheet isn't covering chat like it was last time. I kind of fucked up last stream. Okay. This is where we still stand with the current rankings. Nam 1975 still at the top. Right in here at the bottom. 30 games in. This is game number 31. It's definitely going, yeah, kind of maybe somewhere in the middle of the pack. Let's look at the other shmups. Last Resort, definitely not as good as that. Alpha Mission 2, definitely better than that. So it's somewhere between 7 and 22. I would put it. Man, the middle ground right now is like Cross Swords and Baseball Stars Professional. That's like middle of the pack. I would... Sorry, Josh. I mean, I've had more fun with this game than Cross Swords, but I don't speak for everybody. Yeah, as we get more and more games in the list, we get more and more variants and opinions, like 14, 19, 18, 14 or 15, 20-ish, 15, 21, 16, 14, 10, 13, 19, 13, 17, 14, 15, 13, 17, 20, 16, 20, 17. I would definitely put it below... let's just move this down a little bit. It's definitely below League Bowling. $15 would be would be right above Cross Swords. Yeah, Adam, this is like 18 through 23 is kind of the beat 'em up graveyard, except for like King of the Monsters 2, or not King of the Monsters 2, Alpha Mission 2. Somebody's gonna get mad if I put it above Cross Swords. Better than Baseball Stars 1? We have to take Josh into consideration now? Man, the Funk Doc factor. Hey, you did hook me up with Art of Fighting 1 tech. Okay, yeah, it's definitely... Okay. 14 to 17 seems like the right range, because I think it should be above the beat 'em up graveyard. Ninja Combat, Burning Fight, King of the Monsters 2, etc. I'd find it hard to like rank it above League Bowling. So we're gonna do a poll for 14 to 17. I think that seems fair. I almost misspelled it. I almost spelled it Andro Dunos. Good job, Matt. Okay, 1 minute poll. Alright, go exercise your right for democracy. Oh, that puts the chat on the screen twice. As usual, I will abstain. This is up to you guys and gals. And everywhere in between. $16's looking like the front runner. Andro Dunos. I don't know if I think I would have put it at 14. Like, I've had more fun with Andro Dunos than Ninja Commando. But, 16. Alright. I think that's fine. Right below Cross Swords. The Funk Doc factor strikes again. I don't know. Ninja Commando does have more memorable cutscenes. We can give it that. But it's also a much ruder and harsher game, I think. Yeah, take it away, JCW. Thank you. Do my bidding. Alright, let me unfreeze that so sometimes I forget to like turn off the freeze dip switch